Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Jenny and I am the children's programmer at the New Haven Library, and today I am welcoming you to Wizarding Class 101. In this class we got a couple of wonderful experiments to do, but first we have to get our wizard hats. To do that, everyone will be getting you can come to the library and get a take and make. Pick it up so you can take it home and make it. And in that is going to be a big piece of construction paper. And from that construction paper, you're going to cut a piece that looks like this. Just fold that big piece in half, cut it right down the edge like that so that you have a half moon. From that, so you can see it a little bit better, I took some pink. It's going to be all different colors, so you might not necessarily have pink in your bag. But with these, then you make it into a cone shape. And I like to use Scotch tape. It's easier than glue for this. It's kind of dull like that, isn't it? In your bags, you will have stars that you can glue on there to make it fancy like mine. And if you want, you can also do some other shapes if you want to cut them out and glue them all around so that you have your wizard hat. Along with your wizard hat, well, every wizard has to have a wand. In your bag, you will get another piece of construction paper, and in there also will be a wooden stick. You're going to roll it up inside that construction paper and make it nice and tight. And again, I took some Scotch tape and I taped them on the ends. And again, I used some of my stars, and you just put those stars on there and you will have a fancy wand, which comes in handy with our next part. Well, with all good wizarding schools, we have to have some potions. And that's what we're going to make right now. We are going to make, first off, dragon toothpaste. I bet you didn't think about that. The dragons had to brush their teeth. Well, first we're going to have a container, and I have this one right here. And in that container, I am going to put a little bit of dishwashing liquid, and I'm going to add some food coloring. And to that, I'm going to add a half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. So I have a measuring cup here. And I'm going to pour the hydrogen peroxide into the measuring cup. So a half of a cup of that. Let me shut that lid. I'm going to pour that into the container. I have a tray, because you wait till you see what happens. From that, then I'm going to add some yeast. Yeast is what we use to bake bread with. And so I got a whole packet of yeast, and I am going to pour that into my measuring cup. It's just like a powder. And I'm going to add to the yeast, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of warm water. And I'm going to stir it around, mix it all up in the water. I'm mixing it all up. Oop, I spilled a little bit. Good thing I have my tray. When I get it all mixed up to the way I want it, here comes the magic part. Science is wonderful. You don't realize how magical science can be. This is all very scientifically based. I'm going to now, are you ready? I'm going to pour it into my beaker. And there, it doesn't take long to mix. This is the dragon's toothpaste. Watch it. Whoa, look at that. Look at how foamy it is. And the best part about that is it doesn't stop for a while. It probably takes a good, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. The gift just keeps on flowing. Good thing we have our tray. So while that's going on, I wanted to tell you about a couple of books. During the summer reading program, we'd like to have you check out books from the library, and I found a couple that I thought were really fantastic. This one is The Island of Dragons. Geronimo Stilton. You know Geronimo Stilton, you probably have heard of him. Was needed for the 12th time in the Kingdom of Fantasy. The 5 princesses of the Kingdom of Lotus Flowers had been kidnapped by a terrible witch. The king and queen believed I was the brave knight that would save them all. The prophecy said, I must visit the island of the dragons to find the bravest, the wisest, the silliest, the wittiest, and the most sincere dragons. Together, we were the only ones who could save the princesses. Could I find the dragons before it's too late? Ooh, you're going to want to check this out this summer. And look at that. And then I found another book, and this is Archie Green and the Magician's Secret. What kind of secret could a magician have? Well, on his 12th birthday, Archie Green receives a present that has been waiting 400 years to be delivered to him. The gift is an ancient tome that leads him to a family he didn't know he had, and a world he never knew existed. Soon Archie is an apprentice at the Museum of Magical Miscellany, run by the Flame Keepers, a secret group devoted to finding and preserving magical books that not only contain spells, but are portals into new places and times. But his gift is something more powerful than he could ever imagined. And the only thing more perilous than its contents is being its owner. The book waited 400 years for Archie, and now Archie must discover what other powers he has inherited along with the gift. And there you go. That's Archie Green and the Magician's Secret. Okay, well, it slowed down quite a bit, but it made quite a mess. Our next magic is really quite it's fast and fun. So we are going to take the Eye of 7-Up right here. We're going to take some 7-Up and we're going to pour it into a clear glass. You want a clear glass because then you can see what's going to happen easier. I am going to put some beans. I'm going to grab, these are just plain old dry navy beans. But they're going to be anything but plain old after we get done with them. We're going to take our magic wand and I'm going to swirl it around the beans and Takanagregra. That's my magic word for make the beans dance. Let's see what happens. See if I got it to work right. There they are. Look at them dance. Look at those beads. They're just dancing away. My spell worked. Look at that. It is really fun. This is one you definitely want to do at your house. After you get your hat done and your wand done, you definitely want to make dancing beans. They're still dancing. Look at that. Dragon's Toothpaste and Dancing Wonder Beans. Well, that's the end of our Wizard 101 class today. I hope you had fun. We will see you again next Monday at 1 o'clock for another fun adventure. Bye now. Thanks for coming.